Next up, the good old quadratic formula. So a is equal to 7, the b is equal to 6, and then the c is equal to 4. So x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2a. All right, that means it's going to be negative 6 plus or minus the square root, then square the b, so that's going to be 6 squared, and I'm just going to go ahead and say 6 squared is 36. Save me a little bit of time. Then minus 4. The a is a 7, and the c is a 4. And then it's all divided by 2 times a. Then, how much is that inside of the square root? Well, this would be 4 times 7, which is 28, and then times a 4. I guess I could get a calculator, but this reminds me of 3rd and 4th grade math, just for old time's sake. So 4 times 8 is 32, and then 4 times 2 is 8. So that's going to be 3 more is 112. So we have 36 minus 112. So what's 36 minus 112? Well, we could do it the old-fashioned way, but we could also do it this way. So that's a negative 76 that's inside of the square root. So we're going to have imaginary numbers. Was it 72 or was it 76? I think it was 76, wasn't it? 76. And then on the bottom is a 14. And then this needs to be simplified. So for the 76, are there any perfect squares in 76? So I believe there's definitely a 4 times something. So 76 is 4 times something. What would that be? If you divide the 76 by 4, oh, it's a 4 times 19. All right. So this is a negative and then 4 times 19. So we've got negative 6 plus or minus the square root of a negative 4 times a 19 is inside the square root. And I think I just said square root twice, but that's okay. And then the square root of negative 4, that's going to be a 2i. So x equals negative 6 plus or minus, then there would be 2i, and the square root of 19 can't be simplified, so it has to stay as the square root of 19. And then finally, if I get an orange pen, I could say you can divide this by 2 as long as you also divide this by 2, and you also divide this by 2. So my final answer is that x equals negative 3 plus or minus I times the square root of 19, and then divided by 7.